Kokomi stages statewide rally 6 answers on conflict and rehabilitation. Protesters clash with security forces at various protest sites. Tear gas cells and bombs fired to disperse protesters. Social worker and HM former President Ragina condemns 24 April's Senakaite Kuki attack. Winners of 4th Manipuri Film Script Competition 2026 announced. Kuki body warns of full-scale self-defense after cruel violence holds state and center responsible. Four Churachandpur women held with ₹7 crore heroin in major STF operations in Assam. A very good evening. You're watching the Primetime ELITETV English News and I'm your host, Ragina, giving you the news in detail. As announced earlier, statewide protest called by the Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, Kokomi, was held on Saturday, April 25, with demonstrators attempting to march towards the Chief Minister's residence to submit a memorandum outlining 6 demands linked to the ongoing crisis in Manipur. Protesters from several valley districts gathered at designated points and moved in groups towards the Chief Minister's bungalow, intending to hand over the document to Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand Singh. Security forces were deployed at key locations including Kangla Fort, Kaisampat Junction, Kurai Lamlong and Palace Compound, restricting further movement of the marchers. Security barricades were installed at key junction points to stop protesters from further proceeding towards CM bungalow. In the tussle to submit memorandum to Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand Singh on 25th April by massive people led by Kokomi, confrontation ensued between protesters and security forces. Security forces resorted to firing tear gas cells and bombs at various protest sites to control the irate protesters. In response to the call of Kokomi's mass rally seeking answers from Manipur's Chief Minister for bringing an end to the 3 years-long Manipur crisis, several protesters gathered at Lamlong area under Imphal East District on 25th April and tried to proceed the protest march towards CM bungalow. However, the protesters were stopped by security forces already stationed to stop the protest march. Security forces resorted to firing of tear gas cells to disperse the protesters. After selecting one representative from each protesting site on Saturday, the 25th April, the team was permitted to meet Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand to submit a memorandum. Later, a 3-member team of Kokomi was permitted to submit a 7-point memorandum to Chief Minister Khemchand. Kokomi further expressed that if the demands made by the people are not fulfilled, hesitation of the public will continue. However, Kokomi expressed dissatisfaction over the assault of one Kokomi member and urged all concerned not to repeat such acts in the future.
Dr. Pichel Mutum de Gede, Ekoi Wahanga to Piramabana, Ekoi Wahanga Siki Pakum, Atubata, Manipur, Bomena, Manipur, Lagana, Directly Pawudi, Ekoi Pongjang, Aloy, Musu Pongjang, Makata, and Sataki, Ekoi Manipur, Lagana, Miamda, Masatopa, Adulaba, Tapsaba, Adulaba, Pirepoma, Miam, the Grandri Pava, Ekoi Miam, the Changeli Boko, and Aloy, Highlight, Wapamsita Makanda, Ekoi Miam, Sikaino, the Kibani. kainaraba matungda bazar manungda tongan ba kangut kharadagi aikoi kokomi gi mising mangre kokomi pesa sagre tongan ba propaganda torokanda aikoi kokomo gi anga amusu adum laba pharakanda mi kharana purakba nasingba tore masi yamna laibak tibani.
Several people along the Tidim Road also gathered on 25th April in approach towards Kaisampat Junction in response to the call of Kokomi for mass rally demanding Manipur Chief Minister and the state government to bring an end to the 3 years-long crisis. However, the protesters were later stopped at Kaisampat Junction and security forces fired several rounds of tear gas cells and mop bombs to disperse the protesters. Uripok also witnessed several protesters taking to the streets to take part in protest march towards CM Bungalow on 25th April in response to the call of Kokomi. However, a huge tussle ensued between protesters and security forces on their way towards CM Bungalow. Further, protesters clashed with security forces at Imphal Quaramban Market as well as in trying to march towards Chief Minister's bungalow on 25th April. Security forces fired several rounds of tear gas cells to disperse the protesters at Quaramban Market. Social worker and interim former President Nongthombam Rajendra Elias Boy has strongly condemned 24th April's Kuki militants' attack at Sanakaithai area where one Tangkhul civilian was killed and 3 others were seriously injured. Nongthombam Rajendra termed the attack as cowardly action and called for strict action against the Kuki militants involved in the attack. After visiting the injured Tangkhul civilian, social worker Rajendra expressed that if the state government fails to take decisive action immediately, the current tumultuous situation will further escalate and lead to serious unwanted consequences, creating greater hardships for the common people.
Yorkani, I don't know, Dixie, Yaman White, yellow me, a corridor in Atataina, my day, the one Zelamam, Tampun, Onzelapa, Tampul work and another Onzelapoyabuki, possibly even up. The government, central government, I am put me in Sindata, Atuba, Cinema, local and Mapande, local Gavatari, Madu, we hold Kanda.
The winners of 4th Manipuri Film Script Competition 2026 has been announced, with Romi Maitei begging the Best Script Award for Nason Pikna. Balabi Mangang's Tagup Nganbi bagged the second Best Script Award, while KH Vishwamitra's Pingang bagged the 3rd place. Meanwhile, Thiam Minakumari's Tampagi Pandam was adjudged as the winner for Special Jury Award. The awards carry cash incentives, a citation and soul in appreciation of their contribution to the Manipuri cinema. The Kuki CS Working Committee in Ukrul has issued a strong warning following a series of violent incidents in Kuki inhabited villages, terming that as a clear declaration of war and stating that communities would resort to full-scale self-defense if the situation deteriorates further. The committee has held both the state government and the center accountable for any escalation. In a detailed statement, the committee alleged that coordinated assaults were carried out by Tangkhul militants across multiple villages, including Mulam, Songfel, Mongkot Chefu, Sangkai and Jalanbung over the course of April 24. According to the committee, the violence began in the early hours of the day with the armed assailants launching a multi-directional offensive from Serarikong and Sinakaitel. An ambush was reportedly set up along the IVR route between Mulam and Songfel, leading to the deaths of 2 Kuki village volunteers, Paumenlun Haulai, 22, and Letla Silho, 41, who were attempting to assist residents under attack. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Sky Hospital News Bulletin.
I am
Brigadier Ragina, presently flying helicopters for a public sector undertaking. I am here on a flying detachment in Imphal. Last Tuesday, that is on 1st of July, I suddenly had a very uncomfortable feeling. In the morning at about 9 o'clock, I was having breakfast. I started having little congestion in the chest and sweating very profusely. I knew that's a classical symptom of the build-up of a heart attack. I wasted no time. My vehicle was available outside the hotel where I was staying. I immediately told the local driver that take me to a good hospital. So I'm thanking my stars that he got me to the best hospital as far as the cardiac procedures are concerned in Imphal. I'm thankful to doctors and the paramedics who wasted no time in taking the initial emergency steps and giving me the life-saving treatment when it was most required in that golden hour. That saved the day for me, and today I'm here in front of you and my angiography has been done and there is no requirement of putting a stent. And this is all because of the prompt action which has been taken by this hospital, and I'm telling you, it has got world-class facilities. The results are in front of you.
Sky Hospital, providing the ultimate heart care in Manipur.
Manipur के अहानबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के अमतंगाइरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजाई मथक टोंगथाम लिकाइदा हांदुकचरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लम्बी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंबा लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो की लायंग चंगबा अफबा मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरांग काइद लई मसिना कोक मरी लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबसिंग निंगथिना लायंगली लमदम मसिदा न्यूरोसर्जन यामना तांगलिबा मरमना चिंगमदी अरापा मफमदगी लाकपा अनाबसि न्यूरोसर्जन उननबा होनबदा अवाबा क्या मायोंगदरी मसिदा सुनतना मतम थिंथना अनाबा लायंगना मरम ओरगा खुदोंथिबा क्या सुमायोंगदरी मसी पुनमक्तगी खरदो ओरबसु कन्ननबा डॉक्टर पार्किंसन सिंह एमसीएस न्यूरोसर्जरी एम्स न्यू दिल्लीना मसामकी हॉस्पिटल असिदा पुंग कुनमरी लेदुना अनाबा सिंह लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असिदा अताब ममलदा लायंग मतनतना ओपीडी जनरल अमदी आईसीयू बेड्स ऑपरेशन मेडिसिन एक्सरे अमदी लैब कमैली नबसनसु अताब ममलदा फंगल्ली ngasi maglension biro amadi kudong chaba singa silobiho hena kubam rol gidamag hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak yagani.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. Sky Hospital and Research Center, Beams Road, Imphal, has achieved yet another milestone in the field of heart surgery. Sky Hospital and Research Center Chief Cardiologist Dr. Shyam Kishore has successfully treated a hyperacute MI, which is one of the rarest forms of heart attacks in human beings. An AI-generated ECG of a patient aged about 82 years suffering from hyperacute MI showed tall-ended T-waves, which is very rare in such heart ailments. However, after successful surgery, the said elderly patient is leading a healthy life and is still able to climb a two-story building, a release issued by the hospital stated. Mahakavi Hism Anganghal Memorial Trust on 25th April observed the 83rd death anniversary death anniversary of the late poet at the burial site at Ningom Thongjau. The observation was attended by family members of late Mahakavi Hism Anganghal, teachers and other scholars. Participants offered floral tributes at the burial site of the poet. Speaking on the occasion, Trust Chairman Thongam Govardhan expressed that during his last days, he took shelter at the residence of late Thokchom Lairanjau and breathed his last at his residence. In a massive anti-narcotics operation, the Special Task Force STF of Assam Police intercepted a group of illicit drug couriers at Amingaon, Assam and seized a significant quantity of heroin valued at approximately ₹7 crore in the illegal market. Acting on specific intelligence inputs, officials tracked a group of women couriers reportedly led by Demtang Haukep 36, a resident of Tuibong in Manipur's Churachandpur district. During the search operation, a total of 62 soap boxes containing suspected heroin were recovered from their possession. The contraband weighed 837 grams, excluding the packaging. Along with Demtang Haukip, 3 other women were apprehended in connection with the seizure. The detained individuals have been identified as Lam Nay Kim 25 of Joweng Village, Hoinega 24 of Tuibong, Kim Nathan 36 of Lanva and Ngapi 36 all from Churachandpur district in Manipur. The Trinamool Congress TMC on April 24 launched a sharp attack on Union Home Minister Amit Shah over his remarks on women's safety in West Bengal, turning the spotlight on the situation in Manipur and Delhi. TMC leader and Shyampukur candidate Shashi Panja questioned DeSantis' claim, asking what example was being set by BJP-ruled regions when incidents of crime against women continue to surface. Addressing a press conference, Panja drew a comparison with Manipur, highlighting the scale of central deployment during the state's prolonged unrest. She pointed out the level of security forces sent to West Bengal during elections was nowhere close to what was deployed in Manipur when the situation turned volatile. Bringing the focus back to Manipur, the TMC underscored how the centre had to step in with heavy deployment under the crisis, arguing that it reflects deeper concerns over security and stability in BJP-governed or administered regions. A major digital overhaul will define India's next population census, with authorities introducing mobile-based data collection, near real-time monitoring systems, and an option for citizens to self-enumerate online. For 2027, the exercise is expected to be the largest of its kind globally and marks a shift towards faster technology-driven data gathering. The census management monitoring system will allow officials to track progress almost instantly, while geo-reference mapping is expected to improve accuracy in identifying households. Enumerators will use handheld devices instead of paper saddles, reducing delays in processing and minimizing errors. A voluntary self-enumeration window will enable households to submit details digitally before field verification, a move aimed at increasing participation and efficiency. The census remains a critical tool for governance, providing comprehensive data on demographic, social, economic, and cultural aspects of the population. The information is used by policymakers, administrators, and researchers to design targeted welfare programs and allocate resources effectively. Officials say the integration of digital tools will help generate more granular and timely data, strengthening evidence-based decision-making. Recent political shifts in India, notably the resignation of Rajya Sabha MP Raghav Chadha and 6 others from the Aam Aadmi Party AAP to join the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP, have prompted discussions across various platforms. Anna Hazare, the prominent social activist, has voiced his thoughts on this matter, emphasizing the significance of personal choice in the democratic framework. He opined that these departures likely stem from underlying issues within AAP that led these members to reconsider their political affiliations. Speaking to reporters, Hazare stated, "In a democracy, where to go and where to stay is a matter of individual choice and opinion." This assertion highlights the democratic freedom extended to political leaders to make choices that are aligned with their beliefs. He further noted that the departure of these members might indicate that they face challenges within their party, thereby pointing towards potential internal conflicts within AAP. The United States has imposed sweeping sanctions on Hengli Petrochemical Dalian Refinery Co. Limited, a major China-based buyer of Iranian crude oil, along with nearly 40 shipping firms and vessels accused of facilitating Iran's shadow fleet. The Treasury Department said Hengli has purchased billions of dollars worth of Iranian petroleum, generating hundreds of millions in revenue for Iran's military through intermediaries such as Safir Energy Jahan Pars Company. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982, and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram, and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the top headlines once again. Kokomi stages statewide rally, 6 answers on conflict and rehabilitation. Protesters clash with security forces at various protest sites. Tear gas cells and mop bombs fire to disperse protesters. Social worker and HM former President Ragina condemns 24th April's Kuki attack. Winners of 4th Manipuri Film Script Competition 2026 announced. Kuki body warns of full-scale self-defense after cruel violence, holds state and center responsible. Four Churachandpur women helped with ₹7 crore heroin in Meza STF operation in Assam. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in and keep watching ELITETV English News for more updates. Thank you and have a good night.